Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to the Coliseum here for another edition of Oakland Athletics Baseball as the 17-20 A's play host to the 20-17 New York Yankees here on Hall & Oates night in Oakland. The Yankees lineup is as follows: center fielder Jacoby Ellsbury, followed by left fielder Dustin Ackley, first base Morales, catching as McCann, right field Hicks, second base Castro, DH Judge, third base Headley, and shortstop Mateo. While on the mound for the Athletics is Henderson Alvarez, the right-hander. He's 2-3 with a just under 7 ERA, 6.9 in 7 games so far. Not a great start to the season for Henderson Alvarez. And here's Jacoby Ellsbury to lead off the ballgame for the New York Yankees. He has a sub-300 OBP, which is not exactly what we want to see from a leadoff guy, but he is in the leadoff spot nonetheless, as the first pitch of the ballgame is in there for strike one. Change up bottom half of the strike zone as we are underway. Here comes the 0-1 from Alvarez, as that's going to be given a ride out to right field. Davis looks up and watches that one fly. Jacoby Ellsbury's solo shot into the right field seats leads off this ball game and gives the Yankees a 1-0 lead just like that. Ellsbury's third home run of the season makes it 1-0 Yankees, and now that brings up the left fielder in Dustin Ackley. Hitting .234 so far in the 2018 campaign. As here comes the first pitch from Alvarez, swung through for strike one. 0-1 count to Ackley now. Alvarez at the belt, turns, kicks, and fires. That's a ground ball to second base, backhanded by Fernandez, tossed over to first, and Ackley is retired for out number one. As that'll bring up now the three-hitter in Kendrys Morales. Last year had a great season with the Yankees and has returned here in 2018 as he's hitting .331. First pitch to him is in there for strike one, taken up in the zone. So 0-1 count, Alvarez sets and delivers. That's going to be taken opposite way, beats the shift with that one. Burns fields in left field, gets it into the cutoff man, and Morales, not the fleetest of foot, has to hold up at first base. So Morales on first with one out as that brings up Brian McCann, who is currently on a 9-game hitting streak. As Alvarez working from the stretch, sets at the belt, here comes the pitch. That's a ground ball to first base, Olsen. Goes to second with it, Barreto to first, it's going to be a lob throw, and McCann beats it out. No double play there, but there's two down with McCann at first now, and it brings up Aaron Hicks, the right fielder. Here comes the first pitch. Taken high for ball one, 95-mile-per-hour fastball. So count runs 3-0 now to Hicks. Alvarez sets and delivers. As that's ball four, a four-pitch walk for Aaron Hicks as he'll take his base. McCann moves over to second. Hicks at first now, so runners on first and second. Brings up Starlin Castro, the second baseman for the Yankees. 1-2 count on him. Alvarez sets. And fires. And that's whiffed through for strike three. He goes down swinging, and Alvarez gets out of the inning, only giving up one run. So 1-0 Yankees here, halfway through one, on a solo shot by Jacoby Ellsbury. Welcome back to the bottom half of the first inning as the A's lineup is third baseman Solarte, second baseman Fernandez, DH Bautista, first base Olsen, right field Davis, catching his vote, shortstop Barreto, left field Burns, and center field is Gerard Dyson rounding things out. While on the mound for the Yankees is Brian Mitchell, the right-hander, number 55, 1-2 so far in the year in 6 starts with a over 7 ERA with a 7.39 to be exact. Not exactly the best ERA there for Mitchell. And here comes Yangervis Solarte to lead off the ballgame for the Athletics. The A's going the route with the OBP at the top, even though the guy does not have speed, as Solarte consistently has a 380-plus OBP as the first pitch misses for ball one. Here comes the 1-0 count from Mitchell. As Solarte swings on that one, pops to the left field as that's retired by Ackley for out number one, as Solarte will take the trot back to the dugout. And that brings up the second baseman, also hitting second, and Jose Miguel Fernandez. 1-2 count to Fernandez. Mitchell sets, turns, kicks, and fires. As Fernandez whisks through that one, he goes down swinging. So 2 outs down here in the bottom half of the first, and that brings up the three-hitter in Jose Bautista. 6 home runs this year with a .274 at batting average. As here comes the first pitch from Mitchell. And then next to the outside half, strike one. Count runs 1-2 now on Bautista. Here comes the pitch. And that's whiffed through for strike 3. Bautista goes down swinging. 1-2-3 inning for Mitchell with 2 strikeouts. No hits for the Athletics, 2 for the Yankees. 1 run here at the end of 1. 1-0 Yankees. Welcome back to the Coliseum here in the top half of the 3rd inning. The Yankees still in the lead 1-0 as Jacoby Ellsbury makes his way to the plate to lead off the top half of the 3rd, as here comes the first pitch from Alvarez, taken for ball 1. Changeup misses the bottom half of the strike zone. Count runs 3-2. Here comes the full count pitch from Alvarez, as that's going to be driven a deep way to right center field. It'll land in front of the wall. Dyson Fields in the right center corner, and Jacoby Ellsbury holds up at second base, has himself an easy stand-up double to lead off that inning. So Ellsbury on second, as here's Dustin Ackley. Here comes the first pitch to him, as that's taken for ball 1, up and away. So 1-0 count as Alvarez sets at the belt, working from the stretch. There goes Ellsbury. Takes off for third. The throw down is not in time. Ellsbury swipes third, and he's got himself in great position here with nobody out. Full count on Ackley. That's going to be blooped out into center field. Lands for a base hit. Ellsbury scores easily, and that's an RBI single for Dustin Ackley. 2-0 Yankees lead now, as Ackley's on first, and that brings up the 3-hitter in the first baseman, Kendrys Morales. 1 for 1 so far with a single back in the first. And he stands in with a 2-2 count. Here comes the pitch from Alvarez. As that's popped up into shallow left field, Solarte ranges back over his shoulder, reaches, and puts that one away for out number 1. As Ackley holds up at first base. So 1 down, Ackley at first. Here's Brian McCann. First pitch to him is check swing, but he could not hold up, as that's strike 1. Kent runs 2-2 down to McCann. Alvarez from the stretch, here it comes. He got him looking. Rings him up on the backwards K on the outside corner. That's 2 down now with runner on first being Ackley, and here's Aaron Hicks. First pitch to him. Taken for strike 1 on the outside half. Change up, 0-1 count. Runs 0-2 now on Hicks. Alvarez sets and fires. That's a ground ball past Solarte in the left field. Ackley moves up to second base, and that's a single for Aaron Hicks. So he's on first, Ackley at second, and that brings up second baseman Starlin Castro. First pitch to him is taken inside for ball 1. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. Count runs 2-0 now as Alvarez sets and delivers. That's going to be swung on and taken into the right center field gap. No one's getting that one. It lands up against the wall. 1 run comes in. Here comes Hicks. He scores as well. That's a 2 RBI double for Starlin Castro. And it's now a 4-0 Yankees lead here in the top half of the 3rd as Aaron Judge, the DH, digs in. 2 outs, 1-2 count on Judge. Here comes the pitch. As he whiffs through it, he goes down swinging. Gets out of the inning, but Alvarez gives up 3 runs as the Yankees take a 4-0 lead over the A's here halfway through 3. And here we are back in the bottom half of the 7th. 4-0 Yankees is still the score as Chris Davis digs into the batter's box to lead off the bottom half of the 7th for the Athletics. First pitch to him is check swing, did not go around, that's ball 1. So 1-0 count to Chris with the K Davis. Here comes the pitch from Mitchell. That's swung on and popped up into right field. Hicks is under that one, barely has to move as that's retired for out number 1. As Davis is put away for out number 1, that brings up the number 6 hitter in Stephen Vogt, the catcher. 1 for 2 so far on the day. Digs in against Brian Mitchell here. First pitch is fouled off for strike 1. 0-1 count here to Vogt. Kicking the pitch from Mitchell as that's driven out to right field. It's a line drive and it's over the fence. Stephen Vogt solo shot makes it a 4-1 ball game now. A 3-run lead for the Yankees as the 4-run lead is cut down. That's Stephen Vogt's 5th home run of the season. It's a 4-1 ball game, and now that brings up Franklin Barreto, the shortstop. 1 out. Here comes the pitch from Mitchell. In there for strike 1. So the 0-1 count to Franklin Barreto. As here it comes from Mitchell. As that's going to be given A ride at the center field, deep center field. It's at the warning track, and it's caught right at the wall. Ellsbury, literally right in front of the wall, retires Barreto. Almost a solo shot to dead center field there. And now that brings up Billy Burns, as he's going to pop this 1-1 count up to shallow center field. Ellsbury's right under that one. As he's there, puts it away for out number 3. And the Athletics strike for 1 in that inning off a solo shot from Stephen Vogt. 4-1 Yankees half at the end of 7. Welcome back to the Coliseum here for the bottom half of the 9th inning as Chasen Shreve enters the ballgame for the Yankees, the left-hander, and he'll be facing the pinch hitter in Darren Ruff. Coming in the pinch hit, the right-handed bat against the left-handed Shreve. So the 0-2 count on Ruff as Shreve sets, working from the stretch. Here comes the pitch, as that's going to be given a drive out to deep left field. But it's not too deep, as Ackley's there to retire that for out number 1. So Ruff is retired as a pinch hitter, and that brings up Chris Davis. The right-handed power bat over 2 so far in the day. Digs in with a 1-2 count. Shreve sets and delivers, and that's a drop third strike. McCann picks it up and fires over to first base as Davis has retired on the drop third strike. And it's 2 down now as that brings up a pinch hitter in Monty Mason as he's coming in to pinch hit for Stephen Vogt. The 0-1 count is taken. It's now a 1-1 count to Mason. So 2-1 now. Shreve sets and delivers. As that's ripped at the center field, it lands in front of Ellsbury for a base knock. Monty Mason keeps the Athletics' hopes alive here in the bottom half of the 9th inning as he's on first. And he's pretty speedy, and now they bring in the left-hander Andrew Miller, looking for his 8th save of the season. And he'll be facing the right-handed bat of Walter Zambrano, who comes off the bench to pinch hit for Franklin Barreto. As the first pitch to him is in there, or misses for ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. That's a ground ball to second base, fielded by Castro, tosses over to first, and that's retired for out number 3. As that is how the cookie crumbles in this one. The New York Yankees come away with the victory here in Oakland by a score of 4-1 over the Oakland Athletics. The Yankees improved to 21-17 after this victory, and the Oakland Athletics dropped to 17-21. Player of the game honors go to Jacoby Ellsbury for the Yankees. He's 2 for 5 with a home run, a double, and an RBI. Starlin Castro was 1 for 4 with a double and 2 RBI. Dustin Ackley also had himself a double, had himself a single with an RBI. Brian Mitchell gets the victory. He's now 2-2. Andrew Miller gets his 8th save of the season, and Henderson Alvarez drops to 2-4 after the 4-1 victory of the Yankees over the Athletics. As that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of A's Baseball. I have been your host, Jersey Born. And I'm saying, goodbye.